Hello and welcome to my Elite Dangerous, my fleet carrier, my first look. Well, I'm trying something different. My audio did not record on this video, so I'm trying a audio overlay. So for one, make sure you look to the lower right hand corner of the video and select that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything, but it really helps me out with YouTube, and you get notified when I produce another video. So this is the last day or last morning of Beta 1. So we're having to rush to get a few videos done, and the audio didn't work, so we're trying a audio overlay. We're going to do some asteroid mining for Tritium. So this is kind of a test. When things go wrong or the audio goes wrong, we're going to try an overlay, and we'll see how it works. Frontier this week said that they were going to, or the last week said they were going to reduce the upkeep cost by 85.5%. That's pretty good. Also, the new modules, or the new services, they were going to decrease by 35 to 45%. And that the tritium fuel would get us twice as far as it would have previously. And let's see here. Before, you had 4 weeks to get your debt caught up on. Now you'll have 10 weeks. Let's see here. And they're going to add universal cartographics to the fleet carriers. So that's pretty exciting. In regards to the ramp up period before the carrier jumps into hyperspace, it did take an hour, and now it's only going to take 15 minutes. And for the cooldown, it took an hour, and now it's only going to take 5 minutes. So again, we're doing a test of an audio overlay since my audio didn't work, so we're going to try to overlay on top of the video and the sounds that came from the game. And we're going to get out to a Tritium hotspot. So look underneath the video and you'll see in the description ways to donate. Please consider donating. And underneath the video to the left, you'll see my YouTube channel, GFM_RDG. And in the About tab, you'll see a contact email, so you can contact me. Well, I appreciate you coming along, and let's get going.
Landing gear retracted.
Clamps disengaged. Move clear of the landing pad.
Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
we're going over to a tritium hotspot. It's probably the largest hotspot that we have seen, and it's on the small planet toward the end of the system, and we're going to see what we can do. I have decided to continue to use the pulse wave and the prospector limpids. Of course, limpids are cheap, and I'm not worried about if I waste a few hundred credit limpids, but I really don't do much worse than just going in a straight line, hitting all the asteroids. So I'm going to go back the way I feel a little more comfortable with, instead of just hitting all of them looking for tritium. I'm going to be shooting a pulse wave and prospector limpids at the asteroids. And again, just to let you know, my audio did not work the first time. You hear the audio from the game, but you don't hear my audio. It wasn't working. I noticed a problem, and after the fact, I did about 4 videos, and there was no audio. So we're trying a audio overlay. I think it'll be fine, but of course it's better when I'm actually in the game and the stresses of interdictions and things like that. The audio is probably better, but at worst case, hey, at least I'm getting some practice at audio overlay to one of my videos. So just hang in there with me. We'll get through it today. And the beta 1 ends today, so I didn't want to waste these videos, especially since the last video we watched the lights go out, basically, where it comes up and it says connection error. They had given us a countdown, like 30 minutes to go, and then it was 20 minutes to go, and then 15 minutes to go, and within the next 5 minutes, and then boom, it's gone. And so I'm kind of in mourning today. No beta 1 fleet carrier, so I'll have to wait a few weeks till the beta 2 comes out. But if you will, just hang in there with me today on these videos, since I have to do an overlay, but we'll do the best we can and get through it. And it's good practice for the future, for in case this happens again, all we have to do is do an overlay. So let's continue to get to our destination. You can see there's several hotspots here. The largest one is a tritium hotspot, and then there is a low temperature diamond LTD hotspot, and one of the small ones is also a tritium hotspot. So we're going to be trying the largest tritium hotspot right now, and to see how it goes. And yes, I'm going back to the pulse wave, and I'm using the prospector limpids, but I think it just works best for me. There's not a huge difference either way. I'm not seeing hundreds of tritiums one way or the other. And I had heard this week on the forums that some of the best Tritium or best asteroid miners that are mining on a double hotspot Tritium, that they're only seeing about 100 per hour. And our videos last about 45 minutes of actual mining, 35, 45 minutes. And we get up to 30 at the most, as little as, 13 to 15. So it's kind of like when I go fishing. Most of the time I go for fun, not really to feed the family. If we catch some that we can cook up, that's great, but it's really for fun. And that's really what asteroid mining is for me, because I can make far more money running stack cargo missions. Yes, I dislike the interdictions as much or more than anyone, but hey, you'll see in a later video where we crossed 10 billion today in the live account. So it's just cheaper or better for me to run those cargo missions and then go out to Edmondson High in the Beta Hydrae and purchase them.
Cargo scoop deployed.
Because at Edmonton High they have over 247,000 tritiums for sale. And if you check the purchase, one of the purchase tritium videos that we just have done, the last several of those, we go out to Edmondson and we pick up about 1,000 of them. The reason we didn't pick up more, because what you do in beta stays in beta. So as of today, it goes away and we have to wait for the next beta, but it's good practice of what we're going to do in beta 2. We'll get a little bit closer before we shoot our prospector limpet at the asteroid, and then we'll see what kind of results there might be there or what it contains.
Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet engaged. Asteroid scan complete.
Yeah, we'll go on to the next asteroid, because under 10% we really don't want to bother with it. We're looking for more 15+% of tritium before we decide to try to collect.
Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet engaged.
Yep, it's another dud.
Asteroid scan complete.
Again, just to let you know, the audio didn't work during the recording of this video, so I'm doing an audio overlay. I didn't want to waste these videos because we have 3 fleet carrier our staging from the fleet carrier videos right before the beta 1 ended, so we just didn't want to waste those.
Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet engaged.
Well, looks like we're not having a whole lot of luck so far.
Asteroid scan complete.
Yeah, the fleet carrier was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. I can tell I would really like to have one, and which I will purchase one in June. And I've got some notes of how I want to do it, because when I purchase the fleet carrier, I'm going to take it straight over to Edmondson High and add about 16,000 tons of tritium. So mining will stay in the fun range instead of I really need this tritium, because I'll have a cargo hold over half full of tritium. So it's going to be great. I'm looking forward to beta 2.
Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet engaged.
Well, that's a little more like it.
Asteroid scan complete.
Over 20% tritium. It's nice to see those fragments show up.
Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone. Asteroid depleted.
While we're waiting on the limpets to do their job, please look down to the bottom of the video to the right
Programming limpet drone.
and select that subscription button. It'll help me with YouTube. It doesn't cost you anything. And you'll be notified when I produce more videos on fleet carriers,
Prospector limpet engaged.
space legs,
Asteroid scan complete.
planetary personal bases, and planets with atmospheres that we're going to get to land on possibly by the end of the year. Yeah, we're going to need more than 5% tritium. Look for the next one.
Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet engaged. Asteroid scan complete.
Yes, I guess you're going to have those days when mining's a little tough. Well, at least we're finding a few. At least we're not going to be shut out. There's 3 there, so it's better than nothing. Just making sure I'm not ignoring something that I want to be picking up. Yeah, I didn't want to just throw these videos out when I found out there was no audio, no my audio. The game's audio came through, but then I thought, well, this is a good time to learn audio overlay. So this is what we got. And check out my personal fleet carrier, Asteroid mining Tritium. So check out more of those videos that we have in this series where the audio did work, and those might be a little bit more enjoyable. I don't know how this is going to play, having the overlaid audio, but I just created these videos a couple hours ago, so it's pretty fresh in my mind.
Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet engaged.
Well, that's more like it. Over 23%.
Asteroid scan complete. Asteroid depleted.
Yeah, I seem to like that Tritium refined message. Well, at least there's 5 Tritium so far. But be sure to press that subscribe button in the lower right of the video. Again, it helps me with YouTube, doesn't cost you anything, and you get notified when I create more videos, especially the ones where my audio works. So just excuse me today, and hopefully it'll be better. I might have thrown these out if we had more days of beta, but this was the last morning. So since we won't see beta 2 for a couple of weeks, I thought, well, let's go ahead and try to make these work. Well, at least we're not going to be shut out today. There's number 6.
Collector limpet expired. Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet engaged.
Another dead.
Asteroid scan complete.
This is starting to look more like some of my fishing days. A little slow. Hopefully we can find some tritium in some of these.
Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet engaged. Asteroid scan complete.
We need better than that. In the next video, we'll go do some more planetary
Programming limpet drone.
exploration. We'll pick the neighboring planet and the third moon from that planet. We've done the first and second, so now we'll look at doing the third one after this video.
Prospector limpet engaged. Asteroid scan complete.
I do appreciate you coming along, even with our audio issues today.
Programming limpet drone.
I'm very thankful for all of you that have subscribed to our channel. Can't make it without you.
Prospector limpet engaged. Asteroid scan complete.
Yeah, 4% is not going to cut it either. Be sure to catch our day-to-day grind or prime time grind all the time video coming up, because we break that 10 billion credit mark.
Programming Limpet Drone. Prospector Limpet engaged.
25%, that's more like it.
Asteroid scan complete. Asteroid depleted.
I really like seeing those white squares show up in the middle of the sensor.
Programming Limpet Drone. Programming Limpet Drone.
And we'll try to make having to do an audio overlay not the norm. And this is a sad day for me because Beta 1 ends in just a few hours. And we have to wait for at least a couple of weeks before Beta 2. I do like that sweet Tritium refined message. At least there was 8. At least with uninhabited systems, we don't have to deal with the pirates trying to scan us and possibly attacking us for our tritium.
Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet engaged. Asteroid scan complete.
We need better than that.
Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet engaged. Asteroid scan complete.
I won't miss the slow mining times from Beta 1.
Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet engaged.
But I do like over 25%, so that's nice.
Asteroid scan complete. Warning, temperature critical.
When it says warning, temperature critical, that's how I feel after 7 interdictions.
Asteroid depleted.
Well, we need to get back to the fleet carrier and pick up the cutter and go over to that third moon on the neighboring planet. So we can do one last planetary exploration before the beta ends. Fourteen's not great, but it's not terrible either.
Collector limpet expired. Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone.
But be sure to watch the purchase Tritium video that's coming up, because we're going to, at the end of that, we're going to be in the fleet carrier with it when it says connection error. So when beta is over, they've already given us the warnings that says within 5 minutes the beta will end, and we're there when it's gone. So be sure to catch that one. It's coming up in a couple of videos. over the next couple of weeks, when you're missing the fleet carrier videos, just watch the videos that I've created prior to this one for the last couple of weeks, and it'll remind you of the good old days.
Cargo scoop retracted.
Now, we don't know exactly when they're going to take the snapshot of live for Beta 2, but at least we're going to have far more credits than we had in Beta 1. So I think it's going to be a lot more fun. So make sure that you watch those videos coming up in a couple of weeks. It's going to be great.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
I'm going to miss that RGFC. Well, be sure you press that subscribe button in the lower right hand corner of your video. It'll help me greatly with YouTube, and maybe not right now because we're far from the minimum subscribers that YouTube requires, but if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. It helps us get closer to that minimum, and you get notified when we come out with additional videos about the fleet carriers, Beta 2, and then the space legs, the planetary personal bases, and where you can land on planets with atmosphere. I'll continue to bring you the information. I'll continue to buy the new content and show it to you. Just stay tuned to our channel. GFM_RDG. I have also purchased 3 additional Pythons and set them up or outfitted them. Of course, we have the original for cargo, and then we have one for mining, we have one for planetary exploration, and we have one for travel. After I purchase the fleet carrier sometime in June when it's available, I'm going to be purchasing 3 more cutters. We'll do the same thing. We'll have a cargo version that can hold 720 units, where my Python only carries 280. We will have a planetary version that will have extra SRVs and everything we can think of that how it can support planetary, and also for mining. We'll set up one, and we'll set up one also for travel. So stay tuned. It's all coming very shortly. And consider donating to our channel. It would really help us greatly with all the costs that are involved and the equipment that we have to have in creating over 565 additional videos. And then we have breakdowns and we have issues, so I have to have separate equipment for when it doesn't record the audio, and try to piece things together for you. So this won't be common where we're doing an audio overlay, I assure you.
ships in your vicinity.
Take response unit Victor. Immediately to the landing bay.
I'm going to miss that site over the next couple of weeks before Beta 2.
Docking request accepted. Proceed to your designated task, Commander. Request accepted.
All available medical personnel.
Landing gear deployed.
The engineering deck.
Docking successful. Ship is secure. Welcome to this carrier, Commander.
We can transfer all we collected over into the storage of the fleet carrier, which is awesome. We have up to 25,000 units of storage. Now, probably about 6,000 to 7,000 are used by internal, probably more like 6,000 units. So that gives us about 19,000 to play with. And after we buy the fleet carrier in Beta 2, we're going to take up about 16,000 of it with Tritium. And then as we use it, we'll keep adding to it from Asteroid mining or just purchasing from Sophis mining or someplace like that. Be sure to watch our next video where we take the cutter and do some planetary exploration on the SRVs. So until next time, thank you for watching.